Hey guys, I know. Where have I been? Well, I've been working all summer. Like, all summer. My family even went traveling once, but I was all about that money, that bag. So I literally stayed in town by myself, well, me and my sister. The state I worked in has a higher minimum wage than the state that I actually go to school and live in, like, by far. So to me, it was good money. I love my job and I loved all the kids with my heart. I was your favorite counselor, so I was the best one. I don't know if you can hear I don't know. I think my accent changed because I was in that state for so long. So if you can hear it, hey. Anyways, I had to move back onto campus right after the last day of my job. So I've been stressed so bad. My dad even flew in to help me move and buy me stuff, but it still wasn't enough. Oh yeah, I don't even have a dorm. I have an apartment. Now I've been enrolled into college for like 2 years. So I'm not even gonna speak like I'm an expert because I barely scratched the surface of like having a roommate. I don't know. I could sit back and actually have time for myself. I think about myself all the time. It's amazing. I don't think I could actually ever go back to having a roommate, so maybe this is a problem. So I want to do a story time on my only roommate I ever had. She was terrible. Like the epitome of terrible. Imagine all the worst roommate stories you've ever seen online and combine them into one singular person. When I was a senior in high school, I was actually scared of having that type of roommate, so I literally roomed with my friend. And it wasn't just us either, like a bunch of people in my classroom put together. But it turned out this friend turned out to be the exact thing I wanted to avoid. And what's even worse is that she swore she was different. And I believed her. I mean, I only knew this girl for like 2 years. Anyways, we are not friends anymore. There's a reason, a whole drama to it, but maybe I'll do a video on that later. Let's just say there was a lot I had to put up with. Anyways, I will be describing what kind of roommate she was because it was genuinely just torture. First off, freshman year was terrible in general. First, we were supposed to have this brand new dorm building right off the bat, and they changed it. Emailed us in August that we were going to be in this old building with communal showers. Not to mention people were complaining about pests. But couldn't be me though. I sprayed that room with bug spray and mint every week. A bug came in and immediately started to fly out. That's how much I had that room locked down. Anyways, after being handed the shortest stick, I moved in with my friend, and everything was fine at first. I took her to Target, we bought some things. I even bought her more things after that. I wish I could take it back. Anyways, we spent the first day walking around campus, and once we got back from a day out, I remember we were getting ready to use the communal showers together for the first time, and then she slowly turns around and looks at me in the eyes and asks how I feel about people not taking showers. See, in my head, I'm thinking about like college students on finals week, pulling all-nighters, studying for 50-minute exams, and I told her I get it. We're gonna get there eventually to that point. She literally took what I said and ran with it, and after the first week, I wish I'd taken it back. And it probably wouldn't have been a problem if we went in a small dorm room in poor ventilation. She smelled so bad, you can smell it at the door. She didn't ever wash her clothes either. She would wait months to do it at home because she didn't want to pay the $3, which I get, but like, come on, not even once. And I don't even consider myself the ultimate clean human being. Heck, I skip one day showering sometimes, but it was getting bad. Whenever I try to ask her nicely or hinting at it, she would refuse to do it and say she has depression and her family never taught her how to take care of herself. And I get that. I have seasonal depression, but please, you have a roommate, me. You can smell it down the hall. Your boyfriend and your friends, with an S, are asking you to take a shower. Please. As for the family thing, you can learn. YouTube is free. I don't care. There's no excuse. And that wasn't even the worst part. She never cleaned. Like, ever. Every time she came back from wherever, she literally threw her stuff everywhere and would put on the same stuff. Mind you, she hadn't washed for months. And she would buy food, never eat them, just have them rotting in the fridge, and then throw them out months later. It was a mess. Terrible. I would show pictures, but privacy reasons, so I'm just gonna draw it instead. Here. This was how my side looked like, and this is hers. Literally torture. Before we had our falling out, I had been cleaning both of our sides, and our friend and her boyfriend were cleaning her side. So this girl had 3 people picking up after her, and I'm gonna guess that influenced her to act even more out of line. So like every week or every 2 weeks, I will have to clean my side and her side. Terrible. And just when you think it can't get any worse, she was loud, like noise complaint loud. The first one came from me. I'm gonna own it because I was banging on the walls trying to hang on my tapestry. My bad. But the rest, all her. She would stay up at 2 a.m. every day, yelling and screaming on the phone with her friends playing Roblox. It was bad. This one time, well, here's a layout of the floor. The bath, our room, all the way over here. I had just gone out of the shower when I heard a loud laugh and screaming come from my dorm room. It was embarrassing. People were looking at our door, and as I approached it, I just felt rage and embarrassment. My face was probably red. And she didn't even stop. She just kept yelling and screaming. Like, imagine all of that in finals week. Terrible. Terrible. And you know what's even crazier? You could ask her to maybe change something about these horrific qualities of her, and she would either start victim blaming herself or straight up calling you a. But this was after we fell out. But I remember when she was so loud this one time when I was on the phone with my friend. Mind you, she always had a problem when I was on the phone. It would always be in my conversations talking to her friends about it while I'm right there. We were talking about something and I had to get yelled to get my point across because I couldn't hear him, he couldn't hear me, and she immediately started talking about it to her friends. And then I asked her to quiet down in the same night, and then she called me a hypocrite. What? When she was the one being loud first. Okay. And sometimes she would even be on FaceTime with her friends. I'll be walking around the dorm, and whenever I was in frame, she would immediately start laughing with her friends while I was right there. See, why didn't I say anything? I don't like drama. Contrary to what she thinks, I genuinely just don't like drama. She was just trying to rile me up, but it never really worked. I would literally be jamming out to my tunes, so I didn't hear her half the time. Unfortunately, that did damage my hearing, but it was worth it. I remember one time I paused my music and heard her complain to her friends I was a better artist than her, and I'm not even an art major. See, that struck my ego a little bit, just a little bit, you know? So, I started drawing more, made sure my tablet was facing her, and yeah. That was my little way of getting my little get back. I know it's kind of pathetic, but it was worth it. I don't know. I think I was like an okay roommate because I didn't really do anything. Well, roommate-wise. I did something as a friend, but not like roommate-wise, I always say the only flaw I had was when I started blasting my TV shows, but it was literally only because this girl was louder than my headphones. So I had no choice but to blast whatever I was watching. But yeah. That was my freshman roommate experience. It was a mess. I'm honestly glad we never had a bathroom or kitchen of our own, because that would have just been terrible. Maybe it's a good thing that we got placed in an old dorm room with nothing else attached, because I can't actually imagine how that would have been with her. Wow. But yeah, if you haven't liked or subscribed already, please feel free to do so. You can help a broke college student out. And I'm sorry I was gone for so long, my Pookie Bears, but I'm back now. I'm not like the other ones, I promise. Like, subscribe, please feel free to comment. I appreciate all of them, and bye.